Hey everyone, Rob here from Gunfather Milsim, and today I'm going to bring you part 2 of my affordable airsoft guide. Namely, I'm going to talk about eye protection and face protection. Obviously, part 1 was the gun. Can't play without a gun for the most part. Number 2 thing you need, eye and face protection. Now, this is something that's kind of evolved a lot over the years. Back when I started playing in 2008, most of the games were kind of private games, pickup games. There may or may not have been insurance, even if you could get insurance. Most insurance companies didn't have policies written up for airsoft games and rules or whatnot. All that's changed since then, and now all those policies are set in stone, all those rules are set in stone. So back then it was common that all you had to wear for protection was like shooting glasses. That's it. Didn't have to be sealed or anything, no face protection, just a simple pair of shooting glasses, and we'd run around in the woods and shoot the hell out of each other. Was it convenient and easy? Yes. Was it safe? Absolutely not. Did we have people get teeth broken and teeth shot out? Yes, we did. It wasn't common, but it did happen. And I hate to say it because, believe me, I really enjoyed the ease and simplicity of just wearing shooting glasses. But those days are gone, and they're probably never coming back. So, honestly, being an older player now, it's probably a good thing. I wouldn't want one of my kids getting their teeth shot out, playing a game. So, new player, you ask yourself, well, I got to get in the game. I got to get my eye, my face pro, and most eye protection mandated by the insurance companies has to be full seal. How can I get really good eye protection affordably? Now, good eye protection is a big issue for, I don't care who you are, how long you've been playing the game. Most airsoft players are constantly in the search for better and more comfortable eye protection and kind of cooler looking eye protection or whatever. And Lord knows I've gone through a crap load of different eye protection over my years of playing. I got the Oakley, I got the seal in there. My Oakley Ballistic glasses. I forget what brand these are called. I got some other. Here's some more different cool Oakleys. I got a separate lenses for these. I forget what these cost. These fog up a lot, by the way. So, in spite of all the expensive ones, those are both over $100. What I've settled on and what I use now, most of the time, is this setup here. And this is the best setup. Not only is it the most affordable setup, I found to be the most comfortable. So, for the purpose of this video, giving advice to new players, I'm going to explain to you how to make this. So, the first thing you're going to do is want to look up a pair of ESS profile ballistic goggles. Now, the military made a ton of these for the Iraq and Afghanistan campaigns. So there's like crates and crates of these sitting all over the world. You can find these on eBay all day for about $15. I mean, pretty easily with just a simple search. And that's just the top. That's just the goggles here. The nice thing about them is the lenses are replaceable, and you can buy the lenses for about $10. Just do a search for ESS profile lenses. Here's a separate lens for this one. Okay, real cheap. And therefore, you don't have to worry if this gets scratched up. It's really easy to replace, and then you can go right back to gaming. Whereas with more expensive eye protection and setups, once that lens gets scratched up, a lot of times you're shit out of luck and you got to buy a whole new set. So when you buy these, they're going to come with some foam on top. You can see it there. If you want to reduce the amount of fogging you get, and everybody's always trying to reduce fogging, you're going to want to tear out that foam, and there's going to be a lot more openings there, and it's going to let a lot more air come through, and it's going to reduce but not totally eliminate fogging. I don't care how expensive a rig you got, nothing totally eliminates fogging. And the closer the lens is to your eyes, the more fogging you're going to have because there's less room there for the air to move around. That's why these things kind of suck. That's why these are a little bit better because the lens is a little bit further away from your eyes. Now the second part of this is the actual mask here. And this is the One Tigris 6-inch foldable half face mask. It costs about $18 on Amazon. Now I've seen other masks of this with this mesh, but it wasn't foldable. It didn't have the cloth on the outside. It was just the whole thing was mesh. And those are about the same price, but they have a tendency to be very uncomfortable. And with these, with the cloth on the edges here, it wraps around the face and it's just a lot more comfortable. Now, what I do to go the extra step, you can wear these two things together and they don't have to be connected. but you're going to have one strap that obviously holds on your goggles, and then the mesh mask is going to have 2 more straps. So you're going to have 3 straps around the back of your head. It's actually very uncomfortable if you wear it that way. One of the guys on my team, Brent, I saw him with this exact setup on the field one day, and that's where I learned to do this, and that's where I modified it. So basically, you're going to just, I mean, you guys know me, my solution to everything is zip ties. If I can't find a way to fix it with zip ties, I'm probably not going to fix it. So you can see it here, I got some zip ties on the inside, and I got more zip ties over here. So there's basically 4 zip ties across the goggles that attach it to the face mask. Therefore, I only have to worry about one strap that kind of holds this whole thing in place. And there it is, good to go. Now, on this particular one, I have the X-Fog set up, and I have my tubing for the X-Fog kind of glued in place and zip tied in place so it doesn't move. But as a new player, you don't really have to worry about that. That's kind of for longer games and advanced games, and honestly, most of the time I don't even use it. But it is an option. But when you're a new player, just this kind of mask with the mesh and the ESS goggles, this will get you by just fine. Now, when you're storing these in your bag or at home or wherever, you always want to cover up the lenses so they don't get scratched. I use one of these cheap kind of face mask things, and I'll just put it inside it, and that keeps it from getting scratched and generally keeps it in pretty good condition. That's just a quick tip. So one of the main issues you're going to have with your eye protection, whether you be a new player or a veteran player, is going to be fogging. And fogging will ruin your airsoft day quicker than anything. You can get the best position out there, have the best gear, be all ready to go, but if you can't see the enemies, you're not going to be able to shoot them. It's also a safety issue because if you can't see very well, you're going to trip and stumble and get hurt. Okay, so the main way I have found to counteract fogging issues is by using FogTech. Now, FogTech does not endorse me. I don't get free FogTech. I'd love it if they did because I've been using this stuff for years. Veteran player when I first started, a guy named Vance, introduced me to FogTech when I first started playing, and I've been using it ever since. And there's lots of different anti-fog solutions. I'm sure a lot of them work great. This is just the one I prefer to use. These packs cost about $1 or $2 per pack, depending on if you can find them on sale or whatever. Once you break open this pack and take the little, there's going to be a little cloth with some solution on it, that solution is going to evaporate within about 30 minutes. You can put it back into a plastic bag and get a little more use out of it, but for the most part, it's a one-use thing. But you can apply it to several different sets of eye protection at one time. So what I do is I always have my team gather around me. I open it up, I do my eye protection, and I hand the cloth around. So everybody's eye protection is treated for the day, and for the price, for $1 or $2, it's worth it for me. And what it does is instead of your goggles fogging up, that condensation will just kind of go down in droplets along the bottom. So that's it for my beginner guide to eye and face protection. This is what I use. Works great, and it's awfully affordable. So if you got any questions, comments, put them down in the section below, and thanks for watching.